Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Friday that just happens to be Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. That it's just Jordan, producer extraordinaire, is here, and we were talking some hockey just now. We've been very much watching the
Four Nations
tournament that's up in Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Sidney Crosby first game. Dominant performance, playing alongside your favorite player right now,
Connor McDavid. Well, no, they're always, both of them are my favorite.
Okay,
player.
So, but you put them on the same line. That's going to be pretty sensational.
Yeah,
I mean, they were outstanding. Sidney Crosby, Canada, with him in the lineup in international competition, they've won 26 straight games. Well, tomorrow is the big game. USA, Canada. 8 o'clock. If you're looking to watch it, it's on ABC. Should be a great game. The United States it was a close game.
And until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't last night. They were playing Finland. And after the News 9 Sports on the go at Seven Rangers Entertainment in Steubenville up at the Ford Steuben Mall. And we were all there, watching the game. And then everybody needed to leave. And as we were leaving, I said, we'll compare notes tomorrow on the last period because we were both going to watch the last period of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got home to where you live. I go home to where I live. And it's like,
the game's over. I
turned on the TV and it's 5-1. I'm like, how did it get to 5-1? It's only been a minute. So then it was kind of like, well, I'm going to bed. This game's over. But the United States looked really good in beating Finland. They'll have to be that much better.
Yeah. If
they want to beat Canada in Montreal, it's going to be, Now, we heard about the boos due to the tariff protests with President Trump putting tariffs on Canada. And then, now they're on hold. But when that happened, that news came out, the crowd in Ottawa just booed the national anthem from start to finish. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in Montreal for this hockey game tomorrow, if they're going to boo the national anthem again. But if you're just looking for hockey, should be a pretty good game. Should be some fun. That's tomorrow night. It's on ABC if you're looking to watch it. Jordan, what do you expect to have happen in that game?
I think Canada will win.
Close?
I think it'll be, I think those are the two best.
Yeah. I would say so, yeah.
Best teams. I think it's going to be a good game, but I think Canada will win. Jake
Gensel, former Penguin last night, scoring for the United States. The Kachucks, they scored all the time. And then, what was funny for me? JT Miller plays for the United States. He's from Ohio. He's from Lisbon area. And Trocheck, who played for the Florida Panthers, and I've lost track of where he plays now, but I remember covering them when the draft was in Pittsburgh. I want to say it was 2011, 2012, something like that. And they were both drafted in the first round, and it was one of those things where we went and did a preview story on each of them. There were 5 guys that we did stories on before the draft, and then after the draft, they got their sweaters, as they call them in hockey, and jerseys. Yeah, they came back, and I always thought Florida Panthers jerseys kind of look hokey. The panther on it, Florida. I was like, Trocheck shows up with it, holds it up, and I went, "Wow, that's beautiful." It's really sharp. When you see an actual guy that just got drafted in the first round, and he's holding up the jersey that they gave him. It's like, no, that's really sharp. That's really sharp. So both of those guys. It was just I thought about that last night because Miller made a play, Trocheck blocked a shot, and then they were talking about those two players, and I just thought, man, it wasn't that long ago we were doing that preview of the draft. It was pretty cool. So great to see them doing that well. Their hopes and dreams being realized. So, anyways, who will help you realize your hopes and dreams when it comes to recycling? Valley Converting in T-Town, the gem city of Toronto, Ohio. Mike Biasi and the crew.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
Recycle for your future.
Jordan is trying to hold back a sneeze right now. So I put your microphone down. You think it passed?
Yeah.
Should I put the microphone back up? Okay. Mike checking in from Columbus, Ohio. Mike, how are you? Hopefully all is well in Columbus. Oh, Mike, I don't know if you're an Ohio State fan, but most people in the city of Columbus, or C-Bus, as some people like to call it, they tend to be Ohio State fans. So any thoughts on the new defensive coordinator? Matt Patricia, Super Bowl champion with the Patriots. He's kind of bounced around a little bit lately, but he is now the new defensive coordinator for the Ohio State Buckeyes. So thoughts on that if you want to share them. Thoughts on Valentine's Day. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people are like, really? We're being bothered with this? We have to spend money on this? But, it's Valentine's Day. I know in school back in the day, you'd fill out your cards, give them to people. Here's a question that goes along with Valentine's Day. Cream-filled chocolates day. National Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. It goes hand in hand with Valentine's Day. Do you like the cream-filled chocolates? Do you just want chocolate? What do you think?
No.
Now, chocolate covered cherry. I like that. That's pretty good. Jordan's making a face and no.
No.
But yeah, I just kind of like the chocolate. Just give me the regular chocolate.
Mhm.
That's not bad at all. And then also today, National Ferris Wheel Day. And I thought to myself, why is it National Ferris Wheel Day? And then later on, when I looked at the historic dates and things that happened on this day, well, a man by the name of George Washington Gale Ferris Jr., born in 1859, lived to 1896. So he wasn't here that long.
Wow.
He was the engineer and inventor of the Ferris wheel. So congratulations to him. And because of his birthday, we now have National Ferris Wheel Day on. Do you like a Ferris wheel? Do you enjoy a Ferris wheel ride?
Yeah, it's a little boring.
Okay.
But yeah.
I like it. I like it. And then there's sometimes when you're up at the top of the
You're
Ferris
stuck
wheel and
up
it
there
stops,
for so
and it's kind of like,
long.
ooh, do I really want to be up here in this thing? Then you look over at what's holding you onto the Ferris wheel, and it's
I
a
like
couple
shaking
bolts.
the chairs, even though you're not supposed to.
I think you like the Ferris wheels more than you actually want to admit. All right.
When they say don't rock the chair, and then you do.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm pretty much like I'll sit here and not move around too much. New Cumberland, West Virginia, checking in. Don checks in. Don, how are you? Hopefully all is well. Thanks for the well wishes. Anybody out there want to share any thoughts about any of the topics we're talking about? And we're just it's a kind of a stream of consciousness Friday. We're heading into the weekend now. In the Ohio Valley, we're supposed to have some rain and snow. Okay, wait a minute. Mike checking back in. I used to pick up WTOV back in the 80s. Yeah, it's changed a little bit. The rules and regulations of the FCC, how cable TV is used, and all of those things. Yeah, it's changed what you can pick up. But not like living here, when I first moved here, you could get all of the local stations. So you get Channel 9, Channel 7, but then you could also get KDKA. You could get PXI, TAE. You'd get, I can't remember what it's called, but when Stan and Guy, whatever their show was on KBL or Sports Pittsburgh, whatever that show, the show was great, but whatever the station was, I can't remember what they call it anymore. But you used to be able to get all of that stuff, and then they changed the regulations, and now it's hard to get anything outside of your viewing area. So, Mike, I hear what you're saying, because I used to like to watch. I can't watch. I have friends now since I worked 15 years in Pittsburgh. I can't see the Pittsburgh shows if I wanted to check in and see how my friends are doing, people that I know working there. So it's kind of frustrating. All right, big day today for National Organ Donor Day. 100, and now the stat that they had, 120,000 people are waiting at any time for a life-saving organ donation. So today is a day when you're thinking about your heart. Everybody's thinking about, my heart for Valentine's Day, want to find Cupid, find love, whatever. But the thing is, hey, there are some people out there that
Waiting for that.
waiting for those, and unfortunately, the way that people receive organ transplants is usually someone has to pass to receive that organ transplant. So today is a day where if you think about it, maybe go to the motor vehicle department and say, I'd like to change my license and like to put on there that I'm an organ donation person.
Are
that
you
wants.
one? Are you one?
Yeah. Been that way for.
Me too.
I can't remember the last time they asked me because I think it's just on there. But all the way back whenever you could first register to do that. So I'm thinking, hey, if I'm not using it.
I was going to, yeah, I don't know if it's like a controversial thing.
No, I don't think anymore.
If that happens, like, wouldn't you rather someone else be able to live?
Oh yeah,
because of
absolutely.
it?
I totally agree with that. Now, the only thing that sometimes what happens is some people don't let their families know. Or and then
the
somebody
family's like, what?
Yeah, wait a minute. What are you doing? And my thing is, if my heart is still viable to let somebody else use it and it would work well, then first they'd have to find my heart. So it's a little joke. But if they did and they said, okay, this will work, yeah, give it to somebody else. And we've had stories on WTOV 9 and on Fox 9 about people in the Valley that have donated, and I have a tough time watching those stories when you might have someone that the family of the person that made the donation, and all of a sudden 10 people show up because they had different organ donations that they needed, and it works out for them. So if you think of it, or the next time that you renew your license and they say, would you like to be, organ donation? Think about it. I'm not here to bash anyone over the head and say, hey, you have to do this. You don't have to do that. It's your body. But if you think about it and you'd like to do it, it's going to help someone else. It's going to help a lot of people, depending on what they can use. So National Organ Donor Day. So bring awareness to that. All right. Some big names in the world of entertainment. Jack Benny, big comedian. Mel Allen, big sports announcer. If you're a certain age, you know those guys were legends. Jimmy Hoffa, they're still looking for his body. Some people think it's in the north end zone at MetLife, which used to be Giant Stadium. I believe they dug up the end zone at one point. He disappeared, and they made a movie about him. Jack Nicholson paid the it's just, but they haven't found him. Union leader. Florence Henderson. Who remembers the Brady Bunch? Who doesn't love the Brady Bunch? Carol Brady. And so she was the mom. She passed away 2016, born 1934. Gregory Hines, tremendous dancer, specifically tap dancing. There's a movie. He dances with Baryshnikov, the tremendous ballet dancer, and it's called White Nights, and it's set over in Russia. They become friends, and I haven't watched the movie in a long time, so I can't remember exactly what the plot is, other than probably trying to show up the government in some form or fashion back then. But there are a couple of scenes where Gregory Hines and Baryshnikov are dancing, and it's just amazing, absolutely amazing. So I do have a bit of a run-in with Gregory Hines though in my life. She's gonna sneeze. Here it comes. Oh, there it is. I think you can hear it on my microphone. I turned yours down, but bless you.
Thank you.
But so Gregory Hines, I'm going with my mom and my stepfather, my brother, and we're in New York City. We're going to, I think it's the East Village we were headed to, St. John's Pizzeria. I think I have the name right. Now this was this was a long time ago. So we are walking towards this pizzeria, and I remember my stepfather was all excited because it was gonna be in the brick oven. He says, just tremendous, the brick oven, the whole thing, and it was. Pizza was fabulous. Okay, hold on. I'm going to turn them both down this time. Okay, apparently it was just a passing one. So anyways, we're walking towards the pizzeria. So who's coming the other direction? By
No
himself,
way.
just walking in New York City. I'm thinking, that's Gregory Hines. That's Gregory Hines. And at that point, the White Knights hadn't been out. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Okay. Jordan thinks she's allergic to the station. It could be me. But he comes walking the other way, and we're kind of looking at each other. You know, you pass someone on the sidewalk, and he realizes that I realize
That it's him.
That it's him. And so as I'm walking, I don't want to stop him. I don't want to bother him for an autograph. I just want to let him know that I know that Jordan has to sneeze again. Okay, I just think she's trying to hijack the show with the sneezes, maybe. So anyway, so we look at each other and give it one of these. Yeah, kind of like, yeah. I know how good you are. I know you're an actor, and it was from History of the World Part 1. Was the movie, Mel Brooks movie, that I had seen him in that at that time. And I remember I went into the pizza. I was like, "Did you guys see Gregory Hines?"
And nobody.
And my stepfather, I'm like, "What?" And I said, "He walked right by us on the sidewalk." I gave him the nod, the knowing nod. I don't even know if that's a thing, you know, but a knowing nod. I was like, "Okay," but it was really cool. And I've got that little piece of my life with Gregory Hines that we shared, and he was just tremendous.
That's
What a dancer, what a performer. I thought he was great. So I didn't turn anything down on that one. So that is Jordan sneezing. Jordan, bless you.
Thanks.
Okay. And how about this one? 1849. Is that really that long ago?
For what?
The first picture of a president.
Really?
1849 was the first time President Polk became the first president to have a photograph taken. You're getting ready to sneeze again, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here.
Okay. All right. Then Oregon, 1859 becomes the 33rd state. 1912, Arizona becomes the 48th state. I'm just gonna keep talking until you sneeze again. And then how about this one? Because we use this all the time. I think we take it for granted. And that, you know, no one knows how old it is, but we know now. YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube, invented by a number of college students. 2005 was the birth of YouTube. Who knew? Not me. All right. We have to wrap up the 9-minute Phill-Up, which has already gone overtime anyways, but because Jordan may sneeze herself to death. So Jordan, wait, Jordan, you got a big road trip going on.
Oh, yeah.
Producer extraordinaire Jordan, we're gonna talk about this because this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Women's athletics is red hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The viewership is up. It doesn't seem to matter what the sport is. College basketball viewership's up. WNBA was through the roof. College softball. We watched the other day on Jordan, the gymnastics star from the Olympics, is on. She's on UCLA, and they had UCLA Michigan State on Fox on I think a Friday or Saturday night, and they had the actual gymnastics. So anything women's sports right now is just taking off like wildfire. We're not taking off. I mean, a lot of it's been around for a while, but it really seems to be getting but professional lacrosse. Yeah. They've started a league, 4 teams, right? Yeah. 4 teams. And you're going to go to the first weekend of professional lacrosse, right?
Yeah, so this week was their, they call it their champions tournament or something.
So kind of like the 4 nations.
Yeah. And all 4 teams are playing tomorrow. It's in Virginia.
Okay.
And I'm going to go.
So you're making the road trip.
Yep.
Now, if you don't know, Jordan played college lacrosse at Ashland in Ohio. So very much into the lacrosse scene, and that's another sport that has taken off, both men's and women's, because back in the day, when I was in high school, we had a lacrosse team. And lacrosse was basically an East Coast sport. And it went down to about Maryland.
Yep. Well, Maryland is the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maryland,
so you had Johns Hopkins, Maryland.
Yeah.
Virginia had some teams and stuff, but basically it was
and Jersey was.
Yeah. Northeast. Syracuse had the best historically, Syracuse has the best program of all time with more championships, I guess, than anybody.
Yeah.
But you didn't have Notre Dame's a national champ now.
Yeah.
University of Denver's a huge power. I mean, it's gone all across. Ohio State has
even Penn State
program.
too.
Yeah.
Like all, yeah.
But the real power, Ashland University.
I don't know about
the Blue
that.
Hawks. The Blue Hawks? No, the Eagles.
The
Right?
Eagles,
Purple
but,
Eagles.
Yeah.
They're not really the Purple Eagles. But if you go to the campus, everybody, if you go to the campus, this is why I got it wrong. All the bald eagles are painted purple.
Yep.
So I literally thought it's the Purple Eagles, but it's actually just the Eagles.
Yep.
So how excited are you for this?
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
So, and they've got big stars on the team.
Well, it's like, if you know lacrosse, like
Mhm.
you know the people that are on these teams. So like I'm just excited to see like Charlotte North or
Mhm.
Izzy Skeen play. So you
so
don't know, but
you're gonna see the best of the best.
yeah,
So that's to get to do
the
that
best
in
of
a
lacrosse.
group.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The
That's
best of
cool.
women's lacrosse. Yeah.
Well, we want you to have a great trip. Make sure
I'm
you don't
excited.
bring your sneezer with you. You know,
I know.
hopefully you're not. What's this girl doing at the game? She keeps sneezing. What are we doing? So hopefully you have a great trip. Hopefully the weather's really good. Is it indoor? Are they playing
It's
indoors or
inside,
outdoors?
yeah.
Oh, well, good.
And the rules are different.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're still sitting. You're watching lacrosse. The good
Yeah.
thing is it's inside. So if there
Inside,
is
yeah.
snow or rain, you don't have to
You don't
worry
have to
about that.
it. Yeah.
Wow. So anybody else from the family going?
Yeah. My whole
whole crew.
my mom and my dad and me and my cousin are going.
Oh, cool. That'll be great. That'll be a great trip.
Yep.
All right. Have fun with that. All right. So we've caught up on what Jordan has going on this weekend. She's going to watch some women's lacrosse. It's going to be great. I'm going to have to look for that because ESPN made a big deal.
It's on ESPN Plus.
Okay. I can get that.
You could watch and see if you can see.
There's Jordan. It's the Where's Waldo. All right.
Yeah.
What are you going to be wearing? We need to know.
Oh,
All
probably.
right, when you go to the game, I'm going to text you. Go, okay, let me know if you got a
Okay.
hat on or
Yeah.
something. Because if you just go, well, see if you can pick me up. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah.
You know, and then so don't wear the same color as everybody else.
Yeah.
Like I think that's Jordan.
I'll
Everybody's
probably be
got.
wearing something Ashland lacrosse related.
Okay. Oh, so get a purple eagle hat. Like instead of a cheese chunk like they have in Green
An
Bay.
eagle. Oh my
You
god.
get an eagle, like a purple eagle, just put it on top of your head. Now
Then you'll know.
it'll irritate everybody in the rows behind you because
Yeah.
there's like I
It'll be
can't
like
see around this
big
damn eagle. So you want to sit in the top row so you don't bother anybody.
That's right.
All right. Well, enjoy that. That should be fun. We want a full report.
Okay.
Full report on Monday. When does Ashland start their season?
Today.
Oh, this is okay. How are we going to do?
I don't even know who they play. I got to see who they play.
Okay, well, while Jordan looks that up, we'll find out how they do on Monday. We've got to say so long for now. Jordan, have a great trip.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy it. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And remember the two rules. Have fun and always try your best. Mike, Don, thank you so much for checking in. We greatly appreciate it. Can't thank you enough. And make sure you check in again sometime soon. And we want to thank Valley Converting once again for sponsoring the 9-Minute Phill-Up. Again, if you have paper recycling products, make sure you take them to Valley Converting in Toronto, Ohio.